It's week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Max Melton. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Cards and the Commanders under the lights on Thursday night.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scotch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the University of Cincinnati alum, drafted back in 2022, Desmond Ritter.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Wilson's got it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. Finds his target, Ryman. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Flush down now to... Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again! And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Daniels now. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. They're set up at the 35 now. Now Ritter. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He was covered by Jayden.
Throwing from the gun here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find it.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Blake Gillikin on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Finding Hurst. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. It was Max Melton who hauled him down there. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And this one does not go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ritter setting up to throw. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time a flag flies, somebody moved early. So third down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing here, Ritter. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Another try following the sack. He beams one deep right side. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Jukes out a 1-stop, and he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time, and they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. The give now to Benson. Escapes a defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. He's contained at the line for no gain. Play made by Deron Payne. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Ritter looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here's Blake Gillikin on for the punt. Peoples-Jones out to receive it. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. On target to his man, Gage. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. This is hauled in by Peoples-Jones. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. An option give to Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Throw left side, complete. He's got a gain of 6 there. Zaven Collins in on the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle, still going. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Robinson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing from the gun. McBride hauls it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Throwing now, off play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Commanders.
From the 38. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. The ball's out, he lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Daniels on first down. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Third and long for Daniels. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. No return on that punt. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Third and 7.
Ritter. Oh, he got free. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be Cardinals football. Now Ritter. That pass is complete to McBride. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Benson once more. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Encroachment defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Ritter. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Benson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. And we're going to get a pause here for an injured player as we see Zay Jones shaken up. He's being looked at following the play. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Another try for Benson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cardinals take a 2nd quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Hurst there to grab it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Vacates quickly left side. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Benson on 1st and 10. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals hoping to grow their lead before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. This reeled in by Benson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's got him. That's McBride. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That one intended for Trey McBride. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Ryman there to haul it in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal.
From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals will add to their lead at the end of the half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He's back to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So it's halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals out in front. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Cardinals grab it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Daniels from the pistol. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And that will not be enough for a first down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Play fake here. Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first. First carry now for Austin Eckler. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the gun, it's Daniels. Gage makes the catch. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, Daniels to the air. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Ridder. Wilson's got it. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
Throwing from the gun here. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Ritter to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. We've got an injured player after that one, and this is a scary sight. Terry McLaurin, the one who's shaken up. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, here's Daniels. It's caught, Eckler. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll try it right with Benson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Option play they give to Benson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Gage will go in motion left. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. David Long getting to the spot that time. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Daniels off the play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Cardinal out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a counter give to Robinson, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. David Long getting to the spot that time. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Now before the punt, not sure what the issue was, but we have a timeout from the kicking team. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this 2nd half. They go play action on 1st. He rolls to his right. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Wilson on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. Well, now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
So no return on that punt. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Daniels. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Got a man, Palmer has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36.
From the 36. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here's Ritter. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that brings up 4th and short. The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Play action on 1st down. That throw behind his intended target.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You run that draw play, Kate, you got to become a really, really good actor as a quarterback. You got to drop back and make sure those ends pass you so that draw can hit it up the gut. Not that time. That end was not buying the story the quarterback was trying to sell.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football. They're set up at the 35 now. Hand off to Benson to start the drive. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Benson now from the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 26.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Ryman there to haul it in.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds his back complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work coming into the quarter trailing. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. This is hauled in by Peoples-Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Option play, here's a give to Eckler. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finding Hurst. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick-6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. It's taken in by Sinnott. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing it again here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. The Commanders going field goal here. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The offense headed back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They send a tight end in motion. Benson on the counter. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 32.
Ritter. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing here, Ritter. Stays upright. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
So the defense decides to decline the penalty. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And he gets to it in the end zone. This is going to be a touchdown. The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now he's trying one deep, center of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 32.
Give him 32 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. He'll throw it yet again. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. Has room into the secondary. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
He's throwing for it! Rolling left, buying some time. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Looking slant route, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Ritter. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ritter to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll throw on 1st. This one finds Gage. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Complete to
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Encroachment defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Throwing from the gun here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up second down and 5 yards to go.
Now they send their back in motion right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Third down and 5 yards to go.
Pass play coming here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Throwing from the gun. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They've got first down from the 31.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The give now to Benson. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Play brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ritter looking to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And off to Benson from the gun. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
He was brought down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world, Brock. He got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity.
Yards to go.
Turning to Benson on third. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Running it after the penalty. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Pass play on first and 10. Has a man, it's Brown. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Gets out of trouble, and he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. It's Benson on the give. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Jonathan Allen on the
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give on second to Benson. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Benson once more. So this one goes against the offense. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Hurst there to grab it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. 2nd and 3. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They'll throw it again. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.